Alright, so today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I have some leftover hamburger and I wanted to try something new. You know, I've already used it for tacos, spaghetti, hamburgers, meatloaf, and all kind of stuff. So I want to switch my cooking game up just a little bit, so I'm going to try something different. And what I'm going to do with this leftover hamburger is use rice and some of this right here. I want to give this a try. Now this is that Epicurean specialty truffle, parmesan, and black garlic seasoning. I bought it at Costco and it's kind of like a powdery form. You know, it's not like a regular seasoning or rub, but I want to try it with the hamburger and with the rice. Now, how am I going to do that? All right, so first I'm going to take the rice like that, and I'm going to soak the rice in some water because I don't want to cook the rice all the way. I do want it to absorb some of the water, so I'm going to let it sit for probably about an hour until the rice changes its texture. The way we're going to make the meatballs is we're going to stuff it with the rice. We're going to season it with some of the truffle, parmesan, and black garlic seasoning. And after we make them into big meatballs, we're going to put them in a pot, a small pot, enough to hold the meatballs. And then we're going to pour some of this on top of it. That's right. We're going to pour some of this good old Bertolli organic olive oil, basil, and garlic sauce and let the meat cook in the sauce. This should be so delicious. So I'll see you guys in just a few seconds in your time, 1 hour in my time, until the rice is ready. All right, so the rice has been soaking in the water for 1 hour, and now it's time to add it to the hamburger. Now you can add as much rice as you want and just kind of eyeball it a little bit. All right, set the rice to the side. And I have the oven already preheated at 350 degrees. And also with the hamburger, I let the hamburger sit out on the counter while the rice was soaking, so that way the hamburger is at close to room temperature, because I don't want to put the hamburger in the oven while it's super cold. Okay, so that's why I let it sit out, because the meat will respond to the heat. So if you take it straight from cold out of the refrigerator and add it straight into the oven, it will affect the texture of the meat. And that goes for pretty much any type of meat that you're cooking. The muscles and the fibers in the meat will respond from going from cold to hot. All right, now we're going to add some of this good old truffle, parmesan, and black garlic seasoning. And this stuff tastes really good with French fries, and it also tastes good with popcorn too. My daughter loves having it on her French fries and with her popcorn. All right, now you can make these into some nice sized meatballs. Look at these babies. Nice big meatballs. All right, wash my hands off real quick. Now we're going to take a good old pot, crock pot, cast iron. I love this. This is one of my favorite cast irons to use. Not too big, not too small, so it's perfect. Then I'm going to take some of this sauce. Pour some on the bottom first. We're going to add some of these meatballs. And this sauce is so good. It has nice chunks of tomatoes and seasonings in it. Look at that. Perfect size. All right, then we put the lid on this baby. Now it's time to throw it in the oven 350 degrees is what you want your oven at, and we're going to cook it until it hits about 170 degrees for well done meatballs. Now, if you like your hamburger or your meatballs to be just a little bit on the medium rare side or the medium side, then you cook it less, okay? But for this, we're going to cook it until it gets to 170 degrees, well done, and the sauce is just going to be nice and bubbly. It's going to be delicious. All right, see you in about, let's say, 1 hour. All right, so it's been 1 hour. It's time to check these meatballs. All right, they are done. Look at these. Does that look good? Yes, indeed. All right, let's put one on the plate and give it a taste. That is a good meatball. Yes, indeed. You can always add more of the seasoning. If you use the Parmesan black garlic seasoning, you might want to add a little bit of salt to it to pull out some more of that flavor. I think maybe with this experiment, if I would have had some real Parmesan cheese and used the black garlic that I do have some black garlic, and mixed it in together, I think it would have came out a whole lot better. But this is delicious. Now, another idea you might have is you can always cook the rice before you add it to the hamburger. You can almost make the rice maybe al dente when it's have it like almost done, and then add the rice so that way it finishes cooking up. I do notice that the rice is firmer. I like my rice to be a little bit more tender. I guess I can say tender for rice, but I like my rice to be a little bit more cooked, I would say. But this is so good. So I would say give it a try. Add a little bit of twist to it if you want, you know, seasoning, create your own type of thing. But this is a good way to use hamburger if you're running out of ideas. So that's it, guys. I'm about to eat, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.